Join me for a quick 10-minute lower body Pilates, no equipment needed. Let's go. Just starting here, planting your feet on the ground, finding a couple of big inhales through your nose, and then exhaling through your mouth with a big sigh. Hands can be wherever is comfortable, just getting grounded before we get into things. We'll take one more big breath here. And then when you're ready, we'll shake it out. Find some shoulder rolls backwards and forwards. And then we'll start to pedal those feet out. So lifting one heel and then the other. Starting to wake up the legs a little bit more. And then when you're ready, I'm going to be stepping my right leg forward and my left leg back. Finding that lunge, sinking down into it, just holding for a moment. Trying to get to that 90-90 if you can. We lift all the way up and then lower down. And we lower and lift. We're here for 4. We're going to stay down in 3. Last 2. Last one, we stay down, we open up to a plie and then step back to that lunge. So rotating through to that plie, moving that back leg and then back to that lunge. Good option to make this a little bit faster. Lunge to plie, lunge to plie. Good option. We're going to start to add in 2 pulses in that lunge and then 2 pulses in that plie. Making sure you're breathing, sinking a little bit lower each time in those pulses. Feeling those legs heat up. Feel free to slow this down at any time or take out that pulse. We're here for 3. We're going to stay in that plie in 2. Last one, we start to find that plie, we just pulse up an inch and down an inch, little squeeze and release through those inner thighs. We turn back to that lunge in 2. Last one, find that lunge, little pulses in that lunge. We pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend that back leg, bring that chest forward for that seesaw. Good, we're here for 4. We're going to leave that chest forward in 3, bringing the back leg in 2. Last one, back leg comes in and back. Good, tap in, back. Option to make these a little bit more powerful, finding that full knee drive if you want some cardio. Last little push here. And last one here, you're going to leave that back leg back, sink down into that lunge until the knee hits the ground. Place your hands on your mat, pull that right leg behind you. You start to find those donkey kicks. You lower and lift, lower and lift. Foot towards the ceiling, like you're stamping that foot at the top. Amazing job. We're going to pulse at the top in 2. Last one, hold that up, little pulses, up an inch and down. We find those hamstring curls in 2. Last one, extend that leg out and then bend the heel in towards the butt. Good, we want to try and keep that leg at the same height as we move through this. We're going to leave that leg extended in 2. Last one, we start to tap that toe down and up, down and up. Big squeeze of the glute at the top. Let's go for 3. We pulse at the top in 2. Last one, hold it up, little pulses, up an inch and down. We end with those rainbows in 3, 2, 1. Bring that toe to the left side, center, and then to the right. Left, center, right, center. Check in with that core. Shoulder blades are wide. Always come down onto those forearms if it's too much. Booty is burning. You're almost there. We got your last 2. And last one. Hold it for a second before you let it go. And bring that knee down to meet your other knee. We'll bring that right leg forward, stepping all the way up to standing. And we'll turn to find that squat. So we'll bring the feet back to be hip width apart. Sinking down into that squat, find a little pulse, up an inch and down. A little bit of active recovery here before we get into that other leg. We're going to start to walk the feet out, and in, staying nice and low in that squat. You got it. Keep breathing. We go for 3. One more set of pulses in 2. Last one. Find that squat. Little pulses. Up an inch and down an inch. Right to the end. We pulse 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that go. Shake out those legs. When you're ready, left leg steps forward, right leg steps back, sink into that lunge. Just hold for a second, get really comfortable, find your stability, and then we lift all the way up and lower down. Big lunges here. We're on to the other side. You already know where we're going, so feel free to take any modifications you need. We're here for 3. Last 2. Last one, we start to step into that plie, rotating the body back to that lunge. Plie, lunge. Option to speed this up when you're ready, making it a little bit faster. Staying nice and low. Option to take it a little bit further, add in those 2 pulses in the lunge, 2 pulses in that plie. Go. Last one here. We're going to hold in that plie, just those little pulses in that plie. You find that lunge in 3, 2, 1. Find that lunge, start to pulse in that lunge, up an inch and down an inch. Where we're going next is into those seesaws. So chest goes forwards, back leg extends, forwards and back. Making this a little bit powerful if you can. Good, keep breathing. Make sure that knee is in line with the ankle, core still turned on and working. Back leg starts to tap in and back, in and back. Trying to stay low in that left leg if you can. You're doing amazing. Keep breathing, nice and controlled. Plant that back foot coming down onto the ground, hands placed on the floor. Bring that left leg behind you, heel towards the ceiling, start to lower the knee towards the ground, and then lift up. So finding your quadruped position, shoulder blades are wide, core is pushing in towards the spine. Good, try to stick that heel up towards the ceiling. When you're ready, we start to find a pulse at the top, little kicks towards that ceiling, up an inch and down an inch, squeeze and release of the glutes. You're going to start to find that hamstring curl, so leg extends and bends. Keeping that knee at the same height the whole time, don't let it lower. Here for 3. Last 2. Last one, leave that leg extended, toe taps down and up. Down and up. Can you try and get that leg nice and straight? You got those pulses in 3 and 2. Last one, keep that leg up, little pulses, up an inch and down an inch. We end with those rainbows, and 2. Last one, bring that leg to the right side to center and then to the left. Right, center, left, center. Feel that glute start to burn. You got it, you're so close. And stay here for 3. Last 2. And last one. Let that leg come down to meet your other knee. Push back into your child's pose. Rest the glutes on your heels. Just taking some time here to rest, to let the body slow down, to take those big inhales through your nose and exhales through your mouth. Taking as much time as you need. Make sure you take some stretches. Make sure you drink lots of water. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.